What's up, you guys? My bad. Listen, I did not realize that Heather, if I had realized that Heather was going to be on Watch What Happens Live, I would have waited so I could see what Heather had to say on Watch What Happens Live. But it doesn't matter if she says something crazy or that I feel like I need to talk about. We'll just talk about it tomorrow. Um, but let's get into this. We have part 3 of the reunion, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I mean, overall, hey to the people. Hey, you guys coming in. We are streaming on both channels. I did send the link to Busy if he wants to come through. Busy is a Monica stan and he was apologizing. Um, but let's get into this reunion. Um, what did y'all think? Let me ask y'all what y'all thought of the reunion. Where are my notes? I should have waited until after Watch What Happens Live, but it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. So we start this episode off. We still have Mary on the stage. They do the whole package about Lisa and her glam. Monica and Lisa get into it. Child, they argued the whole damn time. They talked about the game where they were like, who are you gonna kick off the bag? Who are you gonna kick off of the wagon? And they talked about when Lisa said it was Monica, and Monica was like, it's not funny, it wasn't funny, it was hurtful. Yeah, I'm so okay. They asked Mary about, let me just go through my notes. Okay. They asked Mary about coming back. Mary said basically, and I will drop the link for a few minutes, you guys. I told you guys I would. I will drop the link for a few minutes. So let me get through my notes so that I can have time for you guys to come up. So we talked about Tiny violin for Heather. Sorry, but I don't care about anything she was saying. I don't believe her still. Heather could have got people in real trouble. Hey, Phil, I feel I'm going to drop the link, so you be ready. I know you asked me, and I promised you I would. So I will definitely be dropping the link. Everybody is live tonight. I'm sure everybody is. I'm sure Monica's live. I'm sure everybody's live. Let me look at my Instagram. Let me see. Because who do I follow on Instagram? I follow Monica. Let me see. I don't see Monica. Shit, did she block me? Anyway, so I found it interesting that Andy asked Monica would she want to come back. Um, and Mary basically was like, I'll come back if people can handle me. I thought it was interesting when Mary and Whitney started going back and forth, and Whitney was just like, I'm not scared of you. I was scared of disappointing you. No, you got it right. When the second thing she said was, well, I was scared of what you would say about me. That's what you were scared of. You were scared of Mary's mouth. And I will say this, even though I find Mary to be funny, like I laugh at the shit Mary says, Mary is not somebody I'd want to be friends with because of that exact reason. Like Mary can't take a joke. Mary takes everything personally, and Mary is one of those people that go for the jugular. Like there's no in between with her. Like when she wants to insult you, she goes straight for the jugular. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think she's as clueless as she pretends to be. I think she knows exactly what she's doing. So, like, for example, going back to season 1, when she was making the comments about smelling like hospital, like she meant what she said. And even though we now know that Jen is all the things that Jen Shaw is, that was still a really rude thing to say. You know what I mean? That was a rude thing to say to somebody. And even after Jen explained to you why that was hurtful, you still were like, oh, well, you smell like hospital. Hospital makes me, like it just, and so like when she said the whole inbred thing, about Heather. Girl, Heather said that you had Dr. Seuss chairs in your house. They are fucking Dr. Seuss chairs. I don't care who made them. I don't care if they're Louis Vuitton. I don't care if they're Louboutin. I don't care if they're Balenciaga. They look like Dr. Seuss chairs. Okay, everything that got a designer name on it isn't cute. So I understand. But Whitney, you sitting there like that whole I was scared of you. You don't think it was rude? Okay, well, I do. I think it was very rude. I think calling Heather inbred. I think that was rude. Now again, I'm not saying that she didn't have a right to feel the way she felt about things, because they said some nasty stuff about Mary. I mean, but some of that shit, girl, is your life. Like, you can't be mad at people talking about you marrying your granddaddy. You married your granddaddy. You can't be mad at people talking about your church suspiciously like your church was under investigation. Like, you can't be mad at people talking about the shit that's out there. You know what I'm saying? But neither here nor there. But with y'all know how I feel about Whitney always playing victim, because Whitney does that with all of them. She plays victim about all that shit. And y'all know how I feel about Whitney with that. So I found that to be interesting that you were like, well, I'm scared of you. You ain't scared of no damn Mary. You scared of what's coming out of Mary's mouth because you can't handle it. Mary might be rude. That's what I'm saying. I found her to be hilarious, but I couldn't be friends with her. I find Mary to be fucking hilarious. But if she was somebody I had to deal with, I wouldn't find her shit funny. Like, I can find it funny as a viewer. I wouldn't find it funny as a castmate. You see what I'm saying? For me. But that's for me. It was interesting. They broke the fourth wall when Lisa said production knew Monica was the blogger when she was picked for the show. Yeah, we're going to get to that. We're going to get to that. Amber, yeah, Whitney irks my last nerve. My last nerve. Okay. Then we got into the whole reality Von Teese thing. I wrote in my notes that the burn book was stupid. Listen, I thought that the burn book was going to be like Monique's binder, where she had the proof to show certain things, to prove certain things. We know now that there was way more in Monique's binder. We know that Monique shared way more in her binder. They just edited some of that stuff out. I thought that is what this burn book was. Okay. Monica literally made a burn book like we were in high school. Girl, it just fell flat. It fell really flat for me. She said that reality Von Teese was originally created to show how Jen treated her employees, how horrible of a person she was. They wanted to expose her. I got that. I got it. I understand. Listen, I said from the beginning that I did believe that much of Monica, what Monica said, that reality Von Teese was created by a bunch of friends who had negative experiences with Jen and wanted to expose Jen Shah. I absolutely believe that. 100%. I even believe when the ladies were explaining to Monica why they were upset, I even understood what Monica was trying to say. My problem is I don't think Monica was trying to understand what they were saying. So for example, and for those of you that are on social media, Monique was not fail. No, it wasn't. Don't do that. Moving on. Monique. I didn't think Monique's okay. Well, I disagree with y'all. I don't think Monique's binder was stupid, but neither here nor there. We ain't hit a child. I know we ain't, but we are not going to have a Monique conversation. But with that being said, when you are on, and I know you guys know this, but for those people who do not know this, when you are on social media, when you're on Instagram and Twitter, when somebody tags you in something, you get a notification. If you're being tagged in something 20 times a day, you're going to get 20 notifications. Now, here's the catch 22. A lot of these, especially these reality stars, right? They do follow the bloggers. So Whitney and them following the reality Vontees did not mean they were fans. It did not mean they liked it. It did not mean they agreed with it. It meant that they were trying to keep up with what was being said about them. Because remember, at the time, they did not know who reality Vontees was. So they knew from the information that was posted, they knew it was somebody local. They knew it was somebody local because of the information that was being posted. And they knew it was somebody that had access to them in some way because of the information that was being posted. So I understand exactly why they didn't turn off their notifications, because I know somebody will be like, well, why didn't they just turn off their notifications? I understand why they didn't turn off their notifications. And I absolutely understand why they were following the account. If I'm on a reality show and there's a blogger out there that knows information about me that's not on the show, then I know that that's somebody in my life. However they're in my life, I know it's somebody in my life. Oh, I'm absolutely going to keep my eye on them. And I understand that people could be like, oh my gosh, why would they kept getting all those notifications. Why wouldn't they unfollow? Listen, as somebody who does this, I'm telling you, let me tell you something. These, especially the reality people, they'll follow a troll blogger before they'll follow a legitimate blogger. So what I mean by that is somebody, I'm gonna just use Heather as an example. No, I'm not, because Heather has been very supportive. So I don't want to, because she's been very supportive of us. So I don't want to use Heather as an example right now. I got plenty of shit to say about Heather. We're gonna get to that. But I'll use Lisa. Lisa would follow a reality Vontees that's talking shit about her before she would follow a ReallyBTV who's just reviewing the show and trying to be unbiased. Yeah, I feel what I'm saying. What do y'all think of Coach Shaw since he was married to such a horrible person? I find it, and people have said this. People have made the comparison to Coach Shaw and Erica Jane, and they talked about this. I think we had this conversation before about how Coach Shaw has sort of gotten away scot-free from the scrutiny, and Erica Jane raked over the coals, just raked over the coals. Now, part of the difference is Erica was on the show versus Coach Shaw wasn't. But I do think he's gotten a pass from people. I do think he's gotten a pass from people. He has not gotten hardly any of the scrutiny that Erica Jane did. But so how do I feel about that per se? I don't believe that he didn't know how horrible of a person his wife was. Do I think he knew to the extent of what she was doing in her business? I don't know. He is an attorney. He's an attorney. I don't know what he knew and what he didn't know. So, anyway, I understand why they did it, but I do question how. I think you mean their involvement with reality Vontees these women had, how much of an involvement. Well, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. I believe if Monica had concrete proof that any of those ladies in any way, shape, or form conspired with reality Vontees, either feeding her information, feeding her stories, that absolutely would have come out. That absolutely would have come out. Absolutely. That's my opinion. You really think Monica would have held that in the chamber? Absolutely not. Not tonight. Not the way that reunion went. Monica would have absolutely showed. You want to talk about screenshots, receipts, proof? Like absolutely, Monica would have had it. Monica would have had it blown up on a damn like Wendy did. She did blew it up and showed it to us. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion. In my opinion. Absolutely. If so, do I think that the ladies follow the account? Absolutely. Do I think that um they might have even been amused when it wasn't about them? Sure, sure. You know. Um But yeah, the Burn book was a flop, in my opinion. I didn't get anything out of the Burn book that we didn't already know. I mean, maybe when they filmed the reunion, some of that was new information, but certainly by the time the reunion came out, um, yeah. The second family is just something that people always said that Coach Shaw must have a second family. Nothing ever came out about him having a second family or anything like that. Do I think that reality Vontees, it got good to them and it went from exposing Jen to just exposing everybody and tagging yeah, I do. I do. I think it got good to the people of reality Vontees because I do believe it's the people of reality Vontees. I don't think it's just Monica. I do believe that much that it was a conglomerate. Um I think Monica was holding that info in anticipation of another season. Well, if that's the case, it'll come out now. I mean, it'll come out. If she was doing that, then we gonna, yeah, I know we about to find out. You know, my problem, because I absolutely understand what Monica is saying. My problem is, I think Monica came in there so ready to defend herself. Oh, thank you, Remain Teachable. I don't watch the show. I just want to sign the visitor's book and pay my tithes. Thank you, boo. I appreciate you as always. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. Thank you. My problem is that with Monica, I think she came in there with an agenda and she wasn't going to come up off of the agenda. And her agenda was that she was going to play defense the whole time. Even when Monica said, I can't believe that you guys are more upset with me running a troll account than you are about Jen swindling old people, blah, 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 blah. You're missing the point. See, two things can be true. We got to stop acting like two things can't be true at the same time. Two things can be true at the same time. Listen, I can think that Jen Shaw is a piece of shit for what she did and still be mad at you. You see what I'm saying? And I think Monica just she couldn't grasp that idea. And even when Andy said to her, I can't believe that you don't understand why they're mad at you. Like, I can't believe you're shocked that they're mad. And she was like, I am. Even after they explained why they were upset, you were still acting like you didn't understand why they were upset. I do think that had Monica, I do think that if Monica had apologized for her part in it, it may have gone differently. Now, maybe not with Heather, but it may have gone differently. Um, Even if she did not walk in there with the idea of apologizing, once they explained what their issue was and why it was hurtful and why it upset them so much and why they couldn't trust her. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys. After watching the reunion, I understand why Monica got fired. Like, I think that Monica might have had a chance had she handled the reunion a little differently. I'm gonna be honest with you because I think Whitney would have filmed with her. Mary would have filmed with her. I even think Meredith might have filmed with her. Heather and Lisa probably wouldn't have done anything, but they would have done group scenes. Let me tell you something. Heather loves this job, and we're gonna get to Heather in a minute. I'm not done with Heather. Heather loves this job. She loves everything that comes with being a housewife. She absolutely loves it. And when Heather broke down the fact that this is the problem, this is the part about being a housewife that every housewife hates, is the trolls and the exposure and people coming for their family, and the fact that this is a person that did that to her, and did that to all of them in some way, shape, or form. Meredith said she wouldn't. Okay, well, don't take Meredith off the list then. I really think that at that point she could have said, I was so focused. See, here's the thing. I told you these people need to hire me. I was so focused on getting my revenge on Jen that it never occurred to me how it affected you guys. I thought I was helping you by letting you guys know what Jen was saying about you, that it never occurred to me how that affected you. I think that would have went a long way. Oh, here he comes.
Black by popular demand.
People were asking me, they were like, is Busy coming? I said, I gave him the link.
I
gave him the
sure
link.
would
Hey,
be
boo.
here. I'm going to defend Monica at all causes.
How did you feel about the reunion?
I felt like, and I don't know where you started and stopped.
I'm about halfway through. I haven't gotten to Heather yet because I got some words for Miss Heather. I'm at the burn book. We're at the burn book.
All right, okay, because I texted you that I was still watching it, so I couldn't.
Oh, you know what? I keep my phone on silent. I never hear my text.
Yeah, I just finished, but okay. Monica doesn't look good. 1, 2. I have really deep feelings about the fact that they trying to make Monica the most worst person in the world, even though Heather got punched in the face by the scammer. I can't get past it, and it's really bothering me. And she even said herself, I protected her. I did everything. I can't get past how they're trying to make her have this burner account with 6 other people being much worse than her being punched in the face. Like, I cannot get past it. Oh, sorry. Punched in the face and then taking Really B's mother's money because she was taking all of the elderly's money. So she got punched in the face and then she took Really B's mother money. So let that sink in, y'all. She took Really B's mother's money.
So let me ask you this.
I just can't take it.
So let me ask you this, because we literally just got finished having that conversation. But can't two things be true at the same time? Can't I absolutely hate what Jen Shah did and think that Jen Shah is a disgusting person and still be pissed off at what Monica did?
Two things can be true at the same time. I think this where I am at it. With Salt Lake City, it's starting to get like Jen Shah did the worst thing, right? We protected her and we rolled for her. Now Monica kind of did the second worst thing, and now it's I feel like the next person is gonna be like, "Oh, you spilled the drink. You're ridiculous. You're horrible. It's almost like who can join this group?"
No, I'm not gonna put that on the same level. No.
Who can join this group?
Here's the thing.
You pretend you protect a person who stole money from old people and punch you in the face, but you're mad at me. And I think what the other thing is, this dichotomy, and I don't know if you've gotten this far into the conversation, this dichotomy of Reality Von T's being created to take down Jen Shah, but you got punched in the face by her, and then you also said I protected her. So you had someone brave enough, say what y'all want to say about her, brave enough to out her. Y'all were collateral damage. But to be honest, after watching this reunion at the end, because in the beginning, Monica, you did not look good, sis. Girl, I was like, who am I defending? I didn't like it. I was really scared. But at the end, y'all were only collateral damage because y'all weren't doing the thing that the people on Reality Vantis were doing. They were brave enough to say, this lady is a schemer, scammer, liar. She's violent. She's mean. She's rude. And that's what they did. And we have somebody sitting on the couch who got punched in the face by her and still didn't say anything. So I don't even think they would have done the best thing or the right thing for the FBI or for the government. And they could have been taking money out of y'all grandma's checks and could have been scheming and scamming your family because Heather sat there with a black guy and didn't say anything.
Okay, so what about Monica and the stalking?
My problem was.
So let me say this. Let me say this before you. Let me
go ahead. Go ahead.
My issue.
I'm about to go in.
But let me say this, because here's the thing. My issue with Monica at this point is that Monica, first of all, in my opinion, she did more than the account. She was stalking, and she lied about the stalking. She lied. I believe that she did send that information about Angie K. I believe that was her, and she lying. So for me, it's bigger than the Reality Vantis. I believe that she continued to troll throughout the season. So go ahead, and then we're gonna move on. Go ahead. Because she lied to the FBI sent her, and the FBI did not send her. But go ahead.
Yeah, this part did not look good for her. First of all, what's that lady's name? Was it Angie K?
Angie K.
No, it's not Angie K. Angie K is the one with the alleged gay husband, right?
Yeah.
Who's sitting right next to her?
Heather. Lisa,
shut up.
Yeah, Lisa was getting on my nerves. Getting on my nerves. But Lisa always gets on my nerves. Like, if they could get rid of, they could get rid of Lisa, as far as I'm concerned. She irritates my soul.
Shut up. Just shut. When I say Lisa was bothering me, I wanted somebody to sit there and tell, shut up. Shut up. Shut up. That's just first. I just want to make sure I got that out there. Secondly, I don't consider it. One, again, I don't think that this part made Monica look good at all. And I had a friend who's close to production who told me some stuff, and so I don't think that this part was.
Well, what they tell you, bitch?
I can't tell you that.
Well, don't mention it if you can't tell it.
I felt like.
Can you tell me? Can you tell me off?
I'll tell you. But once this episode came out, I was like, oh, I see it. Oh, this makes me so. It's just the writings are on the wall. So this was not Monica's best thing. But I felt frustrated because I felt like everybody kept trying to talk and wouldn't let Monica talk. Even Andy Cohen at one point was like, yo, hold up.
Yeah.
Can we let her speak? Like,
I agree. And that she was that
but y'all won't let her answer. And that was frustrating me. Thirdly, I don't know if the lady was stalking or not. I do know that because she worked for her. So the problem that I'm having is I don't know what her relationship was with Jen Shaw because she was working for her. So is it stalking if you're by her house? Because you're always by her house. You're supposed to be at her house. You're doing things for her.
That was after she stopped working for Jen. She ain't had no reason to be over there.
They won't let us know that.
No, Monica said it. She said that part of the reason, she said she was going over there. One, she lied and said the FBI sent her. Then
Uh-huh.
she said, because she still owed us money. That means you weren't working for her anymore.
All right, I'm gonna give that. I'm gonna give that. I will say this did not look good for Monica.
Right. Okay.
It just did
So
not
let me.
look
I
good.
want
It
to.
didn't
Okay,
look
because
good for
I'm gonna
Monica.
drop the link. I
I'm
promise
still
you.
on her side though.
Huh?
I'm still on her
What
side
about
though.
the accusations that she was watching Jen on the security camera because she set up Jen's security? What about that?
Well, no, he that I don't know. They talked about her being able to do so. And then this is what I think this is what's bothering me the most about all of the people in society.
Thank you, Phil. You know, busy. Y'all know how busy do. I love my busy, but y'all know how busy do. Go ahead, busy.
And
Go ahead.
give me more money to tell me how you feel. All right.
Go ahead, busy.
So I think what's bothering me about society is that Monica could have logged in and watched Jen Shaw's cameras because Jen Shaw couldn't get it in her own name, or she wasn't trying to get like how much stuff
But
has
why
that
does
this
but that
lady
doesn't change
done?
that doesn't change the reason why
No, it
Monica
does.
set it
It
up. Ain't
does.
I'm going Phil, calm down. I'm gonna drop the link. Calm down. Calm down. I promised you I would. And I am.
Oh wait, I'm gonna have to get out of here if the girl's gonna be scrapping because I know they're
Nobody's
gonna try to
scrapping.
beat me up.
Phil, listen, Phil never agrees with me, so don't worry about it. Phil just want to come up here and he been wanting to disagree with me for 3 weeks, and I promised I would drop the link, so I am going to drop the link. So let me get through the rest of these notes. Okay.
No, hold
I
on.
wrote down.
Why couldn't Jen Shaw get it in her own name?
We don't know, but that doesn't change the fact that that doesn't give me the right. If that doesn't give her the right to be able to access the stuff, because we here's the thing, we kept catching Monica in lies. So the whole
We
Snoop
did.
Dogg story was a lie. When she said, "Oh, Lisa, you told me," and Lisa was like, "Girl, no, I didn't. Like, I know I never told you that story." But then, of course, that's all the things that in hindsight you look back on and be like, "Oh, that's how she knew about the Snoop Dogg story." Because Jen, that's how she knew. Okay.
Really, B, you don't think that it's not suspicious that she had a random person put her security cameras in their name?
Why are you see you were focusing on the wrong stuff? You are not going to give me a red herring. That doesn't have anything to
Yes,
do
it does.
with
Why can't
whether
you put it
Monica
in
was
your
access.
name?
It doesn't matter why. We know Jen's a scammer. Like, that's established. We don't need to go down that
I
road.
just feel
But
like
you try to
we put too much
you
on
try to
Monica.
deflect. You try to
No,
deflect,
no,
busy.
I'm not trying to.
You are.
We putting too much on Monica when this lady couldn't even get a home
I
security
already said
service.
we can do two things. I already said, listen, over here in the tribe, we do two things at the same time. Two things can be true at the same time. We have already listen, that is evidence already in it, that we've already accepted that as fact. Jen Shaw is a horrible person.
Yeah, but they
We
protected
got
her,
it.
got punched in the face by her, and then still
We're
okay.
gonna get there.
I'll
If
leave it
you
alone.
would,
I'll leave it alone. I'll leave it
we're gonna
alone.
get there. No, because I got some words for Monica. For Heather, we're gonna get there. They allege that Monica sold some of that footage to TMZ. What about that, Busy?
I don't think she did.
Okay, I'm not arguing with you. Okay,
Yeah.
we already talked about that. Now here is where I think Monica, because honestly, I was shocked to find out that Monica got fired. But after watching the reunion, I know why she got fired, and this was the nail in Monica's coffin. The nail in Monica's coffin is when she said that she told production that she was Reality Von Teese. Now, because here's the thing, either scenario is not good. Scenario number one, if Monica is lying, you lied on production. That's like lying on your boss. You're gonna get fired. Scenario number two, Monica's telling the truth, and you have now exposed production, and you are now a liability. So when Monica said that, and you saw when Andy said, you did not tell production. And Monica was like, yes, I did. In my interview, I told production. And Andy said, you didn't tell production because we wouldn't have hired you. I knew then. I said, oh, well, now I know why she got fired.
Yeah.
And I think, like I said, had Monica handled this reunion differently, Monica could have kept her job. I believe that. I believe that.
I
That's
don't
my
think
opinion.
I think that there was no win for her. I think there was no win for her. I think there was no win for her. I thought that all of that part was weird. But also I think that there I don't think she was gonna come out unscathed. But I did not believe, and what I'm shocked about in my call that I got today is that she was fired. That's my I did
No,
not
she was
believe
not.
that.
Yeah, I believe. Yeah, absolutely, she was fired. My thing is this though. I believe now, and I said this weeks ago. I believe production knew, but Monica wasn't supposed to expose production.
Yes.
I believe. There ain't nobody gonna convince me because I believe that production knew who that woman was because there's no other rhyme or reason for them hiring her than to do exactly what she did.
And the way Dr. Heavenly be going out here and talking about everything in production, give that lady a job.
Oh God. Anyway, moving on. Now I'm gonna get on Heather and then I'm gonna drop the link. So let me say my Heather piece.
Go ahead.
Heather need to be fired too. And I love Heather. Let me tell you why Heather needs to be fired too.
Okay.
Heather, you lied to everybody. And like Andy said, and you put other people's jobs at risk. They had a full on investigation. You accused people on production that maybe they did it. And you knew the whole fucking time.
Let me
You
get
sat on that reunion. You had a whole moment. You even turned yourself into an alcoholic. You said maybe you just drinking too much and you need to deal with your, I mean, I don't know how she worded it, but you basically said you blamed it on the alcohol and said maybe you've been drinking too much and that you've been masking your insecurities in your alcohol intake. Because, and I'm gonna tell you, that was one of the first things I said on this season when Heather got drunk at the dinner that they had early on in the season. And I said, wait a minute. Last season, she talked about how much she was drinking, and that's why she didn't remember the black eye situation. And here she is drinking to the point where she's throwing up on the damn bus. I said it in my review. And you sat there and you did the same thing. You turned on them damn white woman tears. And now you so scared of Jen Shaw that you put people's livelihoods in jeopardy. And you sat there with a, I was just so scared of her, Andy. I was just so scared. I was just so scared of Jen. I was just so scared. Her ass need to be fired right along with Monica. And I mean, and I stand in that. And like I said, Heather used to be one of my favorites. Now she stopped being my favorite a while ago, but she used to be one of my favorites. She used to be my favorite. But that is my opinion.
So my
Now
thing is this.
I'm gonna drop the link. Busy. I'm gonna let you go ahead, boo. Oh,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna say my last note. My last note is that at the end, when Andy said to Monica, "Do you have anything else to say?" and Monica was like, "No," and Andy
No.
was like, "You sure? You sure you don't?" He was trying
100%.
to tell you, girl.
Nope. I would have been exactly she got boxed up. I would have been like, nope, there's nothing else to say. Like I've tried this whole time. No, I'm done. Like I am done. I'm out of it. Whatever.
Yeah, and I think we
Um.
forget how long they're filming. I think we forget how long they're there. I think we forget how much they edit out. So they were arguing for hours. Like I can
Yeah.
understand her being exhausted.
Yeah.
Who
But
is my
also,
favorite
she wasn't
on
gonna
Salt Lake
win.
City? At this point, I honestly don't have one.
Yeah. Oh, because we just
I don't
fired
have
it.
one.
Um. I
No,
also
Monica
think
was
that.
not. No, I didn't. I was. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you why I never liked Monica. I never liked Monica from her very first confessional when she told everybody she was a snitch. I'm sorry. I ain't like her from that. She was so proud of the fact that she called the FBI and she snitched on Jen. I knew then I couldn't trust her ass. Phil, is that you, babe? You know, I okay. Hold on, let me put my banner up.
That's
I don't
right.
want to
Hold
bring
on.
it up
Don't bring
on.
Phil up. Yeah, I want to say,
Go ahead, boo.
I think what made me upset was that we're allowing Heather to act like however she acted like. Yeah, I lied for her. I schemed for her. I scanned for her. I'm sorry to production. I'm sorry to you, Andy. I'm sorry to everybody for lying and
Phil.
scheming and not saying anything. And I also put
Okay, take
other
your camera
people in
off. Turn your
danger.
camera off. Okay, go ahead, busy.
I also put other people in danger and all of that. But then we mad at Monica. Like to me, I'm sorry, I don't get it. Well, she actually apologized publicly, like Monica did, about lying. Yes, I did not tell the truth, and I'm sorry, Andy, and I didn't do the truth. And I'm sorry for production and everybody who works here. And you can apologize to everybody else, and we gotta accept yours. But when we finally realized that maybe Monica was 1/6 of a burner account, we gotta all be mad at her. You publicly said that you lied, and we just got to accept your apology and go with that, and everything's going to be okay. And I'm sorry, Heather, you got punched in the face, but we all got to be mad at Monica. I feel like Mary Cosby said it the best, and I don't even like her. We doing too much on Monica. We doing way too much on Monica. When some of these girls have protected federal criminals, but Monica got to take all of it.
Right. And let me say this, and then I'm gonna let Phil say what he had to say. Y'all giving Monica too much. Monica did not snitch on Jen, and she's the reason why Jen got arrested. Jen was under investigation before she even started filming The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, which people who go on these shows when they already have issues, I never understand it. I mean, I don't know. I guess she needed the money. But
they're
please don't give
narcissists.
Monica. People in the chat talking about Monica protected. No, girl, y'all. Jen Shaw was already under investigation. Monica just called the FBI and gave them, probably told them shit they already knew. Please, let's not give Monica that much. We not giving Monica that much.
On that couch, and this is what bothered me. Everybody on that couch had a horrible experience with Jen Shaw, whether it was being punched in the face, verbally assaulted, things being thrown in their face. I think somebody said that. I think was it Whitney? She said she got a drink thrown in her. Everybody in that couch was assaulted. It took one person, unfortunately, the person of color, that we're now pushing out, who stood up and said, "I'm not going to take this, and we're going to figure out a way to make sure that she goes to jail because I know she's stealing people's money, and she's treating people like trash, and she treated the wrong person like trash, and that was Monica. And Monica said, you know what? I'm going to be a part of this scheme and scam to put her in jail." And what I really wanted to know, which Andy Cohen, you dropped the ball on, is that black girl still Heather's stylist? Do you know?
All right. Yes, no, she still works for Heather. She's her hairstyle. She still works for Heather. Okay, I'm giving Phil the floor. Now, let me be clear. Phil never agrees with me. So I know that whatever he get ready to say is the opposite of what I've been saying. And Phil, you cute, Phil. I never seen your face before. You cute, Phil. But go ahead. You have the floor. And Busy, don't interrupt him. He's been waiting for 3 weeks.
I'm going to shut up.
Floor.
Aw, thank you, Really B. You're beautiful too.
Oh, thank you.
And I'm about to shock you with this next statement. I 100% agree with everything you said tonight. 110% agree with everything you said. Busy, my brother. You know the problem? Nobody likes an internet troll. That's the thing.
Mhm.
And then the second thing was, I agree with y'all. Monica, she overplayed her hand.
Yeah.
You talked bad about how bad the ratings were. You lied and said you told production this. You said all these. She overplayed her hand and she thought she had them, but she overplayed it. My issue with Monica is I don't trust anything you have told us this far. I don't trust. I think you may have issues with your mother, but based
Do you
upon
trust Heather?
the no,
Wait a minute, busy. Let him finish, and I'll let you say whatever you want to say.
no, I don't trust Heather because I didn't watch last season. But knowing that she blamed production, I agree with Really B. She needs to be fired as well. She needs to go. But you know why she's not gonna get fired? And I'm gonna get back to my statement. Them girls Karen Monica right out of a job. All of that Bermuda and reality Vontees, they Karen her right out of a job. And the difference between Heather and Monica Busy is Heather has a relationship with these people. They don't know you, Monica. You give people more grace who you have a built a relationship with. And Tanisha needs to be fired too. I watched her interview with JoJo. She needs to be fired as well. She should
I
not be
agree.
on set. She is not meant to be trusted. She got to go too. The Monica failed. That burn book was a flop, a total flop. And you putting Andy as the first picture, flop, total
Right.
flop.
And the thing is too, Tanisha needs to be fired for the
She got to
same
go.
reason. For the same reason with Monica. Remember, Tanisha did not. Hey, Deb, what's up? Tanisha did not voluntarily tell
Mm-hmm.
Heather anything. Heather boxed her in. And it was
Yup.
only then that she finally was like, okay, yes, that's what it is. So let's be clear. Tanisha played in your face too. The whole
Yep.
season.
But she's
She
still
is
good
a
with her.
liability.
She's still good with her. So I just
We're
she's
agreeing with you,
1/6
Busy. We're
of
agreeing
the
with you on
thing.
that.
So then why is Heather so pressed?
Heather is pressed because it's you or me, and it's going to be you, not me.
Right.
And the world is falling for it. And that's what I'm upset about.
But the world's not. That's
No,
the thing. You are so laser focused that you're not hearing that we agree with you on certain things. We just, again, but we can still be mad at Monica and feel the way we. Well, I say me. I'll speak for me. Like two things can be true at the same time. I just told you I think Heather should be fired. But I also understand why Monica got fired because Monica is still lying. And like I said, I don't believe Monica. I do believe she created another troll account and she sent those messages about Angie K. Because how come nobody else on the cast got it? Ain't nobody get it but her and Meredith, the person she was having the conversation with. Them the only two people that got it. Them the only two people that got the message. I still believe she lying. She lied about the damn FBI. Child, the FBI did not tell you to go stalk Jen Shaw. Like she just got caught in more lies. If it was just that burner account, if it was just reality Vontees, I honestly think she probably could have lived through that. And if she was a little more humble, but she just but I get it, Busy, but I think you just so focused and because you like Monica. So,
Well, no, it's not and because I like Monica. I just
yes,
feel
it
like
is.
it's frustrating. I think two things can be true at once. But if both things are true at once, the outrage should be the same. And I think what I'm getting frustrated about, and maybe this is just me being toxic, then the outrage should be the same. If we mad about Monica being here and she need to be gone, and so then everybody yell about Heather being gone too. Because all I hear about is Monica, she lied, she did all this stuff. So did Heather, and she admitted it today. And why don't we have the same outrage? She didn't
But
even
I
go
did. But
she
that's the
lied.
thing. I
And she lied
did.
on cast, she lied on production,
You
she
didn't hear
lied
me say
on
she should be
everything.
fired. You didn't hear me
but
say she should be
see,
fired.
I need more
but
outrage.
see, that's part of my name. That's why I say unpopular opinion field because I like to be real when I make my comments.
Oh God,
Heather isn't getting fired because now she solidified herself as the anchor of the show.
Yeah,
That
Monica's. Oh yeah, Heather's not
finale,
getting fired. Absolutely not. Yeah,
that
you're right.
finale, she solidified herself as the anchor of the show. The issue with Monica is it's too many lies, and then you're suing Heather. Y'all have an active lawsuit against each other. That's
Well,
another file.
no. Monica's lawsuit was dropped. The judge threw her
Oh.
lawsuit out. It's just Heather suing her now.
Yeah, the videos about her mother. The mother saying you're an actress and X, Y, and Z. That doesn't look good for Monica either. Her and her mother did too much. And I think one of the issues what irritates me with Monica the most in this whole Mean Girl plot, Katie was the real villain of the movie. Getting close to somebody to try to take them down and ultimately becoming that person because she became Jen Shaw. I'm sorry. The way she terrorized.
What movie? Who's Katie and what movie we talking about?
And Mean Girls.
Oh, I've never seen Mean Girls. Okay.
You got to see, Katie was the villain as well. She was the villain. Monica became Jen Shaw. You knew Jen Shaw was doing all of this bad stuff, but y'all was still taking money from her. You're not innocent either. That's blood money too. She's not some innocent victim, yo. You're just as wrong as Jen. Jen may have did illegal stuff, but collateral damage is still damage.
I agree.
No matter what.
I agree 100%. But so is Heather. Like y'all.
Nobody. That's the part you're missing, Busy. None
So
of us
then
are
why are we
disagreeing
mad
with you.
at? So then why are we mad at Monica?
Because we can do two things at this. I can walk and chew gum. Like that's the part you're not.
Yes.
Why are you missing that part?
You know, sometimes you have a coworker and you're like, they're not doing a good job, and then you get disciplined because they're like, oh, hey, you didn't clock in at the right time.
Okay, Mo, you can turn your Okay.
Girl, you didn't do da.
So let me say. All right. Hold on, Mo. Thanks for coming up, boo. P made a good point, and I think a few other people in the chat have said it. This is not the last that we're going to see of Monica Garcia. Monica's going to pop up on like Celebrity Big Brother. She's going to be on the chat. Like this is not the last. She's going to be on next season of Traitors. Like this is not the last. Oh, she would be good on Traitors. Busy. Don't you think she'd be great on Traitors? He mad.
I am mad. I'm big mad. Big bad. I'm starting to feel like Salt Lake City is the racist.
Where's my puppy? Why he be so quiet? He's so quiet.
I feel like the Salt Lake City just only want white people at this point.
No,
I was gonna say that. Well, I agree with Busy right there because I think next season they're gonna put another, person of color, another black person.
The two that are
it's been a revolving door of we're gonna put this person of color, this person. They trying to integrate the cast so bad, and what does that tell you about Utah? But I think Heather should be fired.
We all agree.
I don't want her to lose her house, but she did the same thing Robin did to protect who? Didn't Jen call her Fiona?
What happened? The owner what?
Fiona, as in Shrek's wife.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
So this is two people coming for Heather. This is Mary and Jen, both coming for the face. And it's not, some people got what is it called? Neanderthal blood? That it's nothing wrong with that. They just like big in the big bone. I don't know. But I think Monica deserved to go. I thought she deserved to go, but she wasn't gonna go. But I definitely think she deserved to go.
Yeah, I didn't think she was gonna get fired. But after I saw the reunion, I understood why she got fired. Like after I saw the reunion.
Yeah. Andy don't like being played with.
These are the two rumored. Well, also, like I said, once she made that comment about production, she sort of put them in a tight position. Like you almost made them fire you. So here are the two rumored. Okay, so this is one of the women that is rumored to be on next season. Her name is her Instagram name is Melly Workman, and allegedly she is rich as hell. She would give Dorit. They said she would give Dorit a run for her money. And here is rumored, the other rumored. Her name is Brittany Bateman. And again, this is rumors. There's a rumors. But allegedly they've already started filming.
And Monica is broke, so that doesn't make for a good housewife either.
Your mama broke. Yes, she is.
Not my mama broke.
Is that what you said?
Not my mama.
It's the way his mama probably got more than
your
Monica's
mama broke.
Yes.
Did you say my mama broke?
I did. I'm sorry, Phil.
Busy.
That's just my that's my thing.
It was a
I'm sorry,
reflex.
Phil.
Okay, Dr. Heavenly. Everything
very-
is your mama.
it's very
okay,
Dr.
Dr.
Heavenly. I just feel like I'm caught up on and I cannot get over, and I'm not gonna get over it. How much outrage we have for Monica being gone, and she needed to be gone, and then we not doing enough talking about how Heather need to be gone too. I don't think Monica did anything so egregious to these women that they can't get over. And then one of them are in a lawsuit together. We can start filming today. They're in the lawsuit with it. Well, one of it was dropped, but we could talk about the law. There's so much stuff in story with these ladies.
But if they won't film with her, there's nothing there. If they refuse
I
to
do
film
feel
with
like
her.
they are uncomfortable with her, and I can understand that. Her story, though, is amazing.
But you don't know if it's real or fake.
These other women,
right? Because I'm gonna be honest,
story was better than Monica.
One hell of a story.
Xavier, let me see who you are, baby. Let me make sure that's you. But
whose
remember,
story was better than Monica's this season?
Mary.
Listen, I'm not disagreeing with you, but the problem is if nobody will film with her, what are they gonna do? What you got, Xavier?
You find a new cast or find someone who would film with her circle of trifling friends, and then you bring those girls on. You find the person who's still doing Heather's hair, okay?
Tanisha.
Add her to the cast. Yeah,
she hasn't built up
her.
Yeah, but
Monica is not the anchor. She has not made that relationship with Bravo to make herself be the. Heather is the anchor. I don't know why you keep saying that. Heather is the anchor.
That boat will float away. If she went down into the sea, the boat will
lied
float
about
away.
it. They're not getting rid of Heather. It's no need.
Heather is not an anchor.
Xavier is new to the panel. Xavier, add your 2 cents, baby.
Hey, Zay.
Hello, everyone. So I don't care about what the cast feels or what Andy feels. My problem regarding the firing of Monica is with Bravo. Because Bravo, this is the worst decision you've made in housewife history. This is the worst decision. Because okay, so nobody will film with her. Force them. You force them to film with each other all the time. And we see what happens when people start dictating who they won't and won't film with. We get Potomac. Do we want Salt Lake City to come to Potomac? Do we want Salt Lake City to become where we're having dinners where people are not even speaking to each other? That's where we're going down the road with Salt Lake City. And the show was already bad before. It was horrible last season, especially after you just had a whole racist infiltrate the cast, which is why it's not unbelievable that the Monica tricked the producers, because they've already shown that they're incompetent.
You're right. I agree. They need to make
them. We agree.
They need to make them do your jobs.
So maybe So even though I don't believe that they did, that's a believable thing for this production, because you seem they're not moving fast enough. They slow on the mark. So that's believable in regards to Monica's hiring. But don't ruin the show by getting rid of Monica. Force the cast to interact, because push them to comes to shove, people, especially Lisa and the Heathers of the world, are going to show up to work if you make them. That's what's going to happen. So put your big panties on, Bravo, and get Monica back. Now, Monica didn't help herself by throwing production under the bus. You protect production, production protects you. We've seen how that works. Make yourself indispensable. You fell flat, Monica. You didn't uphold your end of the bargain with that one. I don't know what you thought you were doing. You thought you were turning, but they turned your ass out, and that's not okay. Eat some humble pie. Maybe eat some humble pie. Maybe sit her out for half a season. Maybe, personally, I think she should be a friend of the show. Maybe give Mary back. Give Mary back her place as a housewife, and she can be Monica can be her friend and her lackey. And I think we could go somewhere. But getting rid of the conflict is bad for every show. It's bad for scripted television. It's bad for reality television.
I agree with you, Xavier. First of all, I want to say, Xavier, I've always loved you. I feel like you've been one of my favorite people in the world for a while, and I just haven't been able to say that to you verbally. So, I love that for both of us. For both of us, I've never agreed with you more, but we always have had the same mindset. Secondly, I want to say, this second season can work if like Mary would get herself together, because then you got two people who really do care, because Mary has been going around and talking about how she likes Monica and she thinks Monica's good for the show and she wants this, and they want Mary, but Mary don't want to share her life anymore, so she's trying to figure out how to balance it. But Monica is good for the show, and the next season could be about how do we move forward? How do we maneuver through this? Are you going to start showing things? How do we make trust happen? She could do an event about trust and us trying to get with it. There's so much stuff that can happen. And we're just going to watch these white ladies in Salt Lake City be boring. I just don't get what the people want to see.
Replacement.
So I have a question. Would we feel differently if this was a black woman who did this on the Real Housewives of Atlanta or Potomac? Because
that's Phaedra.
So my thing is, if this was Atlanta or Potomac, everybody would be upset. Like, people call for Marlo to be fired for every little thing that she has done, and Marlo has built a relationship with these women. I really feel like if this was Atlanta or Potomac, people would be mortified and disgusted. And then I also do agree with you guys when you say you don't get rid of the villain or the person with the theatrics. But the thing with Monica, like I said before, because of her mother and the videos coming out of her being an actress, the reality Von Teese thing, how do we know what's real and what's fake? I think that's the part that they're having a conflict with, because you don't know what to. But Heather is I told you, Heather Karen her way into a job.
I can't hear any. But she lied and all of that, because Heather on this reunion said that she lied, and there was an article that came out about how she's lying up production, and they got production into a thing, and then they talked about it in this thing. I'm tired of people trying to act like, well, Monica lying up production was so big. Heather did the same thing.
But she carried her white woman virginity into keeping her job again.
And this is what my problem is. Y'all just letting her slide.
But that's the part you keep missing. None of us
why both can be fired.
With you, Busy. Nobody's disagreeing with you. You just want us to disagree with you. Nobody's disagreeing with nothing you said. But you want us, but see, here's what you want, Busy. You want us to forgive Monica and throw all of our hate at Heather. And what I'm saying is, I got enough for both of them. That's the thing.
Show it.
Show it.
Show it. Show it. show it, because I feel
Not
like
name
everybody
'em.
trying to
Right,
ride
name 'em.
Monica back,
Right. Name
but
them.
nobody. That is. Oh, that was that. Everybody writing on Monica back, but nobody writing on Heather's. Like we saying it here and there, but we're like, yeah, Monica
I literally
Fire
definitely
said
both of them.
Heather needs to be fired. I literally said Heather needs to be fired.
Fire both Heather and Monica.
And get rid of Lisa to boot, because I don't like her.
Please get rid of
Yeah,
Lisa.
Lisa
And
irritates my soul.
And did y'all see Lisa's
I
newest
love
interview?
Lisa.
Have you
Who
seen
love
her
Lisa?
interview where she's asking for Jenny Nguyen to come back?
Who wants her to come back?
Lisa.
Oh hell no! Now I definitely would
Oh
stop
no.
watching.
See, this is why
Yeah.
this is my whole thing. We're allowing these people to push the drive of the show, and if they had their way, they would have a racist on the show. So I don't believe we should listen to the cast regarding who should be fired and hired.
That's true. If you're a person of color, don't go on this show for Salt Lake City, because you will be
They
fired.
can't last. They chewing them up and spitting them out.
They are chewing them up and they are spitting these girls out. If you are a person of color, they will chew you up.
No. Now we can't go that far, because Jenny's out of a job for being racist, and Monica's out of a job for lying, and Mary just doesn't want to share enough of her life.
Yeah, but then Heather can lie in production and she can still have a job.
What?
Who?
Meredith doesn't share her life.
Heather could still, she can lie.
Heather needs to be fired,
and still, but she still has a job. I want y'all to look at the optics. All the people of color,
there's hope for her to
they've
be
been
fired.
fired. Now, I'm not saying what you're saying is not true, Phil. I'm just saying, if we look at what the reality is, yes.
So wait a minute. Hold on. So we're putting Monica in the same category as Mary, because they've only had two people of color. I mean, unless you want to count Jen Shaw. Who else?
I don't want to call. I mean, the Asian woman, but I
okay, well, she was a racist. So,
I heard because she was a racist. Yeah,
Jen
but
Shaw, wait a minute. Hold on. Let's go down the list. Wait a minute. Let's go down the list. So Jenny was a racist. Jen Shaw's a felon. She's in jail.
Nope.
Mary Crosby didn't show up for the reunion. That's automatic grounds. Matter of fact, Mary Crosby is the only housewife to not show up for the reunion and get to come back. So if we want to talk about who's been fair,
really be Jacqueline Larita. She didn't show up to one of those reunions, and she was able to come back.
I don't even know who that is. Okay, well,
from Jersey.
So she's one of the few. Okay, all right. And then we have Monica. So wait a minute. So when you say it, see, because I want us to be now. Listen, I'm all about sounding the alarm when the alarm needs to be sound. But what we're not gonna do is act like all things are equal, because we've had 4 women of color, and 3 out of them 4 women, there was legitimate reason. Well, actually, in my opinion, 4 out of the 4, there was legitimate reason for them to lose their job. So we can't make it seem like, oh, they're just racist. They're just racist. When stop it now. You just.
I didn't want to interrupt. I just.
No.
I feel like they chew them up and spit them out.
We'll do final thoughts. So go ahead, Busy. I'll start with you.
Final thoughts.
Or do you want to go last?
No, final thoughts. And I'll let the girls go last. Final thoughts. This show is giving racist vibes.
Oh my God. All right.
If Monica's gone, it's giving racist vibes, because all the people of color, it's a revolving door. 1. 2, I think we put in way too much on Monica that we not putting on the other girls. They're all liars. They're all schemers and scammers. We know where these girls getting their money from, and it's from overseas. Don't act like y'all just the most trustworthy girls in the world. Now, did Monica be a part of a channel that probably talked about them? Yes. But girl, you're collateral damage, because I was trying to out someone that you were trying to protect, who was a criminal. And we're just not giving enough to the people who protected a criminal. And more so, the people who protected a criminal got punched in the face. Like, I just don't get it. And now y'all mad about a burner account? And I was 1/6 of the burner account, but that lady still does your makeup. Girl, I am not that dangerous. If you're still going to make sure that lady does your makeup, then I'm not that dangerous. I am not that dangerous. Receipts, Turner, go to stuff. Yes, girl. And then she's putting on your blush. Don't act like you do that I'm just that dangerous. I'm not. Because the dangerous one was the one who punched you in the face and then also did federal crimes. And you're mad at me because I did a burner account and then I'm stalking, just like Andy Cohen said, but she didn't do y'all houses, right? No, but I thought it was weird. Girl! Like, what are we doing here? What are we saying? This selective outrage is weird. It's really weird to me. And we're just mad at Monica because Heather gave her a good performance.
Okay, Phil.
Yeah, that whole woman of color thing, you can't be a woman of color when it's convenient for you because you changed your last name back to Fowler and not Garcia. So don't be a woman of color when it's convenient. I agree with Really B. She can never say I didn't agree with her tonight. I just wanted to be known and noted that I agree 110%. Monica should go. Heather should go for lying too. Sorry. If she lied on production and put them in a precarious situation where somebody could have been sued or fired, or even, like Andy said, investigated, oh, she got to go as well. Sorry. Both women have to go. I don't know who they're going to get to replace them, but Busy, for the umpteenth time, Monica and Heather need to be fired together. And Really B, I agree with you tonight. Now don't get used to it. Good night, y'all.
All right. Mo, what you got, babe?
I agree with Busy. I think Heather should be fired too, but the thing is, Heather was lying and doing all of that because she was so scared that Jen was really not going to jail. Like, she's a dog for Jen. That's all that is. And she probably was scared because she got knocked the out, you know. And I also feel like, yes, it's a toxic work environment for Black people. This is what we thought Nene was going through. But this is what Nene claimed to be going through.
No, it's not.
This is what Nene claimed to be going through. But no. And I just think Monica should go. I don't think she's a bad woman. I also don't think that she's a person of color, but I don't think she's a bad woman. I just think she got so many screen recordings of her lying about calling Mary a stupid bee, her driving to see Heather's house. It's beyond reality Blondes, you know. This lady is conniving. No. And she broke. No. But have a good night, really. I'll see y'all later in the chat.
Boo.
Like the video.
Xavier, what you got, babe?
I just want to reiterate that I have no personal or moral problems with any of the people on this cast. I don't think anybody should be fired. I think this cast is perfect the way it is. I say let them come back and fight it out. Let's go gladiator style. Let's draw some blood, damn it. And that's all I have to say, really.
All right. Well, all right. Well, thank you very much. On that note, I'm getting out of here. Thank you guys for riding this roller coaster, honey. We did the Salt Lake City. Okay, so I guess New Jersey is next because we ain't seen a trailer, New Jersey or Dubai. I guess we're gonna see drop those trailers soon. I guess, huh?
I don't watch those other people, but I love being here. I'm about to drop down, so I can
thank you so much, Busy. I appreciate it.
I love you.
I love you too. Tell my friend I said hi.
He's watching, so I'm sure he'll comment.
All right, you guys. Thank y'all so much for being here. I appreciate you all. Thank you for the super chats that came through. Remain Teachable and Phil. I appreciate you guys. And I am getting out of here so I can get ready to go to bed. Mwah! Talk to y'all later. Peace.